Welcome everyone to Neo Reality Entertainment presents the WrestleVerse, and I'm with for my first time ever and my second interview ever throughout my YouTube career with Danny Limelight, professional wrestler who has shown up on AEW, New Japan Pro Wrestling, and is currently tag team champions in that wrestling promotion UWN tag team champ. Danny Limelight, how are you today? And thank you for joining.
Man, I'm good, brother. How you doing? Thanks for having me.
I'm good. Wearing my Adam Cole Baby shirt from Bullet Club days.
Yeah, I see.
Classic. I wanted to have you on board so we can talk about your experience working in All Elite Wrestling, since you've been a regular feature on AEW Dark and Dark Elevation since it started. And
Right.
you've also known some people backstage like Kenny Omega, the Good Brothers, and all the great talent involved in that company. And with all these partnerships AEW is doing with Impact, NWA, and New Japan, I gotta ask, what do you hope to do with this new expansion era, as I like to call the rebirth of the pro wrestling shared universe?
Man, first of all, it's just been incredible to be able to wrestle for all these amazing companies, to be able to be out there doing what I love to do, grinding, making the most of it. And now with everything that's happening in the wrestling world, it's so much fun to watch, so much fun to be a part of. And honestly, man, I'm just excited to be, a piece in the puzzle. You know what I'm saying? Just making my moves, doing my thing, trying to continue to build the buzz and create a legacy. So I'm with wherever they want me. That's where I'm at.
All right. So on New Year's Smash, you and the Varsity Blondes went ahead and had a match with Kenny Omega and the Good Brothers. What was it like backstage when you were being told you're going to work with Kenny Omega in that match?
I mean, Kenny Omega is one of the best wrestlers in the world, or the best wrestler in the world, however you want to look at it, right?
Yeah.
The Good Brothers are an amazing tag team. So for me, it was a huge opportunity. The Varsity Blondes are my homies. I have a lot of love for Griff Garrison and Brian Pillman Jr. And, it was just, it was my debut on Dynamite, and it was really a put up or shut up kind of moment, just like trying to go out there, trying to show out.
Yeah, because you're being told you're going to work with the best bout machine, the cleaner.
Yeah.
The guy who stole the show with Okada on numerous occasions.
Right.
Yeah.
So, it was, put up or shut up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was a big moment for you. And are you hoping to work with Kenny again down the road?
Well, we ended up working again. We wrestled on Elevation. We main evented Elevation.
Yeah, and how was that experience, main eventing Elevation?
Amazing, man. I main evented Elevation a few times now. Me and the Seidels against Kenny, Konosuke Takeshita, and Nakazawa, and then, me versus John Moxley one-on-one. So it's been amazing to be able to just be a main player on AEW Elevation, being the first match ever on AEW Elevation, things of that nature. So I'm just proud, man.
Yeah. But and to get that knowledge from those guys and who are the big mainstays of AEW, and now from their days of New Japan, WWE, I gotta ask, what kind of dream matches would you like to have? What was the reaction when you found out Andrade had signed with AEW?
I think it's great for AEW. I think it's great for Andrade as well. He's a Latino superstar, super talented. Guy's been to a lot of places, done a lot of things. I'm excited to see what he's going to do at AEW. I'd love to wrestle him.
Yeah, I'm excited to see what he's gonna do. And he's set for this big interview on this coming Dynamite. Do you think you might want to confront him and challenge him to a match?
I don't know, man.
Big opponent there.
I don't know. I guess people are gonna have to tune in to see what happens.
Yeah, agreed. Check out Dynamite on Friday at 10 p.m. Eastern. Also, so you're a freelance wrestler, you're on open contract basis with AEW. How did you get that call from AEW when the pandemic hit and a lot of promotions were kind of on hold due to the pandemic and viruses?
Well, I had made my debut with New Japan Strong, in June. And I was hooking and jabbing, grinding as part of, that New Japan Strong roster, being, one of the main pieces of that puzzle as well. And then just honestly, teaming with Team Filthy and grinding, over the summer into the fall. my feud with Rocky Romero and things like that. And then really just honestly opened doors. And, you know, when AEW contacted me, I was super excited to go out there and show them what I could do. And that's what I did.
Yeah, and you've been trying to get the spotlight, trying to show that you're one of the next big players in wrestling, to be the next star in wrestling. And
Right.
And I'm sure AEW has confidence in you, since they did tell you you're going to work with Kenny Omega a couple of times to really show, yeah, he can hang with this guy.
Yeah.
And
That's exactly what you're saying, bro.
And I gotta ask, how is it backstage in AEW? The backstage atmosphere with Tony Khan, the Elite, the past WWE veterans who've been there, who work for AEW now, like Mark Henry and John Moxley. How is it?
Man, it's just a great place to be, man. You know, it's an amazing atmosphere from everybody that's trying to come out and have the best match, and everybody's grinding and working. And, you know, it's a work environment. It's professional. You come there, you're elite. That's the goal, is to be elite and to grind and to put in the work. And everybody there is just, you know, amazing athletes, you know, and superstars in their own right. So you just got to come in there, you know, professional, and carry yourself a certain way and work your ass off, man. And Tony Khan is an awesome man. You know, he really cares about this business. You can see it in his work. And, you know, I'm excited to see what happens with AEW over the years.
Yeah. And are you also hoping you get in that video game they're working on currently?
I mean, honestly, man, I'm just happy to be a part of the All Elite GM mobile app game. That's dope.
That's currently in beta, by the way.
I just got announced.
Two of my friends are currently playing it, and they've been enjoying the experience.
Hell yeah, that's awesome, man. I just got announced to be a part of the Virtual Basement Wrestle Code video game. You know, I'm in that one. The goal is just to keep grinding, man. You know, being in video games and stuff like that is cool. It's awesome. It's I don't want to say notch on the belt, but it's definitely an accolade that everybody strives for. But honestly, man, being elite is a bigger goal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and I gotta ask, who are your favorite wrestlers that made you say, I want to do that? I want to get in that ring and be as big, if not bigger, than those guys and gals.
For me, it was always The Rock and Eddie Guerrero.
Yeah, Latino Heat and the People's Champ. Oh man, and I've been hearing some strange rumors that The Rock might come back to wrestle Roman Reigns down the road. No confirmation on that. I'm hoping, honestly. Like, what do you think? Have you ever thought about showing up at least once in WWE? Have a little run there, like in NXT?
I mean, I'm a free agent. I don't close any doors. You know, I'm open to any and all opportunities, and wherever I show up at, I'm always going to put in the work and the grind and do my best to be an asset to that company.
Yeah, but are you like currently content just being the free agent, traveling to any place you can go to and do your own stuff for the most part?
I just want to grind, baby.
Yeah.
I don't care about that kind of stuff. Like I'm just focused on the grind and the passion.
Yeah. And okay, I gotta ask, what kind of stories do you think you have regarding your time in AEW, like with John Moxley and Eddie Kingston?
What? I don't have any stories, man. I just try to grind and put in the work.
All right. And besides wrestlers in AEW you would like to wrestle, who else would you like to wrestle, like in Impact, NWA, New Japan, and when everything starts to open back up and everything starts to go back to full capacity again?
I mean, I want to wrestle Pac one-on-one. I think he's one of the best. And Impact, I'd love to wrestle Josh Alexander. You know, New Japan, I'd love to wrestle Will Ospreay when he gets better. You know, on the Indies, you know, Buddy Murphy, or formerly known as Buddy Murphy, I'd love to wrestle him. I'd love to wrestle JT Dunn. Those are my guys.
Yeah, pretty great list of talent. And okay, one of the other things I was looking on, like, how was your run as tag team champion of UWN?
It's going great, man. We've been champion for 200 days, you know, roughly, if not more. And we've had 7 successful title defenses. And, you know, Papa Escort / Boogie, man, those are my boys. They're great wrestlers. They're up-and-coming stars in themselves. And, you know, ain't nobody taking these belts from us.
Yeah, and who would you have you ever been given like an opportunity to like showcase that belt, the title, the championship around with you? Like, have you ever been thought about bringing your title to show to the other companies, like bringing it on TV for AEW Dark and Dark Elevation?
You know, I just want to be a proud United Wrestling Network Tag Team Champion. And when it's time to defend the belt, I want to walk to the ring with my head held high every week, like I always do, and defend it. That's what I do.
All right. And what past, if you were given the chance, what past wrestlers who don't wrestle anymore or not around anymore, who would you have loved to have wrestled with in their prime?
The Rock and Eddie Guerrero.
Yeah, they were great. They were so great as talent, and man, and The Rock, he's doing some big stuff in Hollywood, Black Adam and all that, and Eddie Guerrero, rest his soul, Latino Heat, and you've had other stuff going on since you've been taking more bookings and wrestling around the world. Okay, so the big question I wanted to ask was, okay, I know since you're not a full-fledged since you haven't become a all elite, have you thought about, has AEW like offered a contract to you, or has any promotions offered you like a contract to stay with them for your talent and abilities?
Sorry, I got something stuck.
Yeah.
What was your question, man? Can we like ask a different question?
Okay. So what has been your favorite match so far throughout your career in wrestling since you started?
Well, I have 3 matches that are really hold significance to me. My Dynamite debut with Kenny Omega, my New Japan debut with TJ Perkins, my match with John Moxley is one of my favorites, and my match with Konosuke Takeshita.
Yeah, those are pretty good matches. I'm hoping to plan to talk about them on my channel again in the future when I rewatch them and everything, just to, you know, get my mind fresh on everything. And what like, have you ever like in what matches, since we talked about your dream matches you want to do, like what's kind of the most insane kind of match gimmick would you like to be in, like a ladder match or just go all out with it?
I mean, I've done ladder matches. I've done those kind of matches. I've done a cage match, but I would like to do some kind of like table, ladders, and chairs match for like a championship at a major company one day. That'd be dope.
Yeah. And were you, and I gotta ask, how was it? How was the environment backstage? How was the environment for you when, if I'm getting this correct, when on Dark or Dark Elevation, when there were crowds again, when the crowd started spanning more in Daly's place? Like, how was it to have like a nearly full-size crowd again?
Oh man, it was awesome. The AEW fans are special. Crazy atmosphere. So being able to wrestle Evil Uno in front of the crowd was so sick.
Yeah, and like Evil Uno, he tried his hardest to win the TNT title. Do you think you might one day challenge Miro the Destroyer, the best man, and take on the TNT championship? See if you can take it home with you.
Told you before, bro. Any and all opportunities I'm open for. If I had a chance to wrestle for the championship, I'll do whatever it takes to win. You know what I'm saying? I give it a valiant effort. Miro's a beast. You know, it's gonna be no easy feat. But if I was given an opportunity, then yeah, I'd get out there, whoop my ass. You know, try to whoop some ass. You know.
That's the advice I can probably give you. Go for the legs. So be immobilized.
Thank you for that, man. Also, just want to thank you for taking the time to bring me on your channel, bring me on your show. For everybody listening at home, you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Danny Limelight, ProWrestlingTees.com/Danny Limelight, Cameo.com/Danny Limelight. My dude, this was fun. This was great. Till next time, let's talk again. All right, bro?
All right. Well, everyone, this was Neo Reality Entertainment, the WrestleVerse, presenting the interview with Danny Limelight. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, check out my other content in the description below, and I'll be sure to send the links of Danny Limelight's places on my description as well. Stay tuned for more, everyone. I'll see y'all next time. And Danny, if you have any final words to say, what would you like to say?
Mi gente, keep your head up always.
Thanks, man, and have a good day.